What was Nicaragua like under Somoza? What was Nicaragua like under the Somoza family? To understand this, we need to look back at a time when the country was ruled by a dictatorship that lasted from 1936 to 1979. The Somoza dynasty began with Anastasio Somoza García, who took control of the National Guard. This military force became the backbone of his regime, allowing him to consolidate power. The Somoza government was known for its authoritarian control and widespread corruption. Family members and close allies filled key government positions, turning Nicaragua into a family dictatorship. The Somozas maintained strong ties with the United States, which viewed them as allies during the Cold War. This relationship helped the Somozas stay in power despite their oppressive tactics. Under Somoza, dissent was not tolerated. The regime was infamous for its brutal suppression of opposition. Extrajudicial killings, intimidation of the press, and violent crackdowns on opposition groups were common. Economic benefits were concentrated within the Somoza family and their associates, leaving much of the population in poverty. The government showed little regard for the well-being of ordinary Nicaraguans. This disregard, combined with violence, led to deep social and political unrest. Over time, opposition grew, culminating in the rise of the Sandinista National Liberation Front, also known as the Sandinistas. This revolutionary group was inspired by other movements across Latin America and waged a guerrilla campaign against the regime. The assassination of Pedro Joaquin Chamorro, a prominent journalist and critic of the regime, intensified public outrage. This event mobilized mass protests against Somoza's rule. Natural disasters, like the devastating earthquake in 1972, further exposed the regime's corruption. Instead of using international aid to rebuild, much of it was misappropriated by the Somoza family. Martial law was declared, and Somoza extended his rule despite laws against immediate re-election. This showed his intolerance for democratic norms. The Somoza era came to an end in 1979 when the Sandinistas successfully overthrew the regime after years of armed struggle and popular uprising. The fall of Somoza marked a significant turning point in Nicaragua's history. It led to land reforms and social programs under the Sandinistas, but also to ongoing conflict and political division. The Somoza period is often remembered as a time of injustice and repression, sparking a strong desire for social change. The resistance against Somoza became a symbol of the fight against tyranny and for the rights of the marginalized in Nicaragua and across Latin America.